Good morning, everyone. Another installment of Workout Wednesday with fitness and nutrition expert Mackie Schultz. And of course, I am April Dupree. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We are going to use the BOSU ball. We've been using it for the last few weeks, showing you guys different variations of exercises that are absolutely incredible. And if you're going to be traveling or either you have one of these at home, you can use them. Today, we're actually going to go over 2 different squat variations. And so I'm going to give Mackie the mic so he can explain. And of course, he's going to make me do all of this, but we're going to stay safe. You notice that the ball is very close to the wall. I'm going to grab the wall just for a little bit more stability. So when you're doing this, that can be an option for you as well.
And April made a point about stability. The word is proprioception, which is going to give us spatial awareness and being aware of action and movement. And that's why we can take steps without thinking about it. The BOSU, which is on both sides, and April will use both sides, flat surface and a dome surface, each requiring its own ability for stabilization. It's filled with air, and you just pump it up. And it was developed in 1999. And another point, this is an exercise that if you have issues with your back or ankles, you need to check, as with all the things we do, with your therapist or your physician to make sure it's right for you. Now, we're going to do the squat, and so when we do the squat, on the top of the BOSU, using the dome, it's important that the feet are about shoulder width apart, because it's going to require it not sliding off the side. And when she goes down, she will counterbalance with the hands out. Notice when I go down, and what you'll look for her is, I may go over my body, over my toes, but notice my knee is not going over my toes. That's the key. Body can, but not the knee over the toes. So here we go. April's going to mount the BOSU. She's using the wall. And she's now stabilizing with her feet. That's very important. Now, she's getting you see the ankles working? Now, she's sitting back like she's sitting in a chair. Notice the hands are coming out. That's very important. Notice when she goes back, I want you to see something important. Notice that she's going into what's called dorsiflexion. The greatest athletes that I've encountered, the fastest ones, have the ability to increase range of motion when they lift the toes up. Because if you can't get the toe up, you take a shorter step forward. So it's called dorsiflexion. So why don't you turn it over? And now she's going to use the other side of the BOSU. By the way, BOSU means both sides up. She will get on. Notice she's using the wall to help her. You don't have to, but that's a smart move. Notice she's going to take a wider foot stance because she's on a wider base. So she's got to spread the base. Notice again that the ankles are going to rock as ankles go back as she goes forward. It's called a counterbalance. Look at the motion. Look at when she goes down. Watch the knees. See they're stable. That's the critical thing. The knees are stable. All right, you've done enough work. I'll give it back to you. You tell me and everybody.
Safely get off this ball. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us. Super challenging, but of course, having the wall is going to make it way easier and just safer in general for you guys. But you can certainly try it without if you feel like you're advanced enough to do that. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. You guys can check out all of these workouts at maxwellnutrition.com and, of course, visit www.ltv.com and click on the Health tab. Thank you, Mackie, reluctantly.